All right, so this week we're really going to zero in on AI. All the
Yeah.
big stuff that went down in the week ending April 6th, 2025.
Sounds good.
And our main source material for this deep dive is the oWo AI report, another fantastic publication by the brilliant minds over at University 365.
Right.
Our goal here is to cut through the noise and really distill it down to the most important insights.
That's great.
Stuff you can actually use.
Okay.
To help us with this, we have the pleasure of having Anna with us today.
Hello.
She is a professor at University 365 and one of the masterminds, the people who really put together the oWo AI report.
That's me.
So, it's fantastic to have your expertise here guiding us through all of this.
I'm happy to be here.
So University 365 is really at the forefront of all this. They're really trying to understand and explain these crazy developments in AI.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
What made this past week so noteworthy?
Oh, there was so much going on. It was like every day there was some new announcement, some new development, and, oWo AI helped us make sense of it all.
Okay, cool.
Really exciting times.
All right, so why don't we start with something fun?
Okay.
A little lighter, but still, kind of shows how AI is just everywhere these days. April Fool's Day.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a bunch of AI-themed pranks this year.
Yeah, I saw a few.
Like 11 Labs, they had that text-to-bark thing.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
And then there was LTX Studio.
Yeah.
They were joking about acquiring Sora.
And open sourcing it, right?
Yeah, and open sourcing it.
I mean, imagine.
Can you imagine?
It would be amazing, but also chaotic.
Oh, totally chaotic.
So many memes.
Oh, yeah.
But it really shows how much people are talking about Sora.
Yeah.
It's like the hottest thing right now in AI.
It really is.
Video generation just blew up this year.
Yeah, and even OpenAI got in on the fun with that disinterested chat GPT voice.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
Pretty funny.
It was like they just didn't care anymore.
Yeah, totally over it.
Very dry. Very sarcastic.
So what do you think all these jokes tell us, beyond just, having a laugh?
Well, I think they show how the lines are blurring between what AI can actually do and what we think it might be able to do in the future. Like 11 Labs' voice synthesis is already so good. So text-to-bark isn't that crazy of an idea,
Yeah, it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Exactly. And with all the hype around Sora LTX's joke about open sourcing, it just hit differently.
Yeah, it really landed.
I think these jokes show how fast AI is progressing and how much the public is aware of its potential.
Yeah, it's like everyone's in on it now.
Right. It's not just for tech people anymore.
Totally. So even in jest, it's like these companies are kind of showing off what their tech can do.
In a sneaky way.
Yeah, in a sneaky way.
But it's also a way of acknowledging, hey, we're listening to what people are saying. We know what you're interested in.
Right.
And maybe we're working on it.
Yeah.
I think it's a sign of how deeply AI is becoming part of our culture.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's not just technology anymore.
Right.
It's part of our conversations, our jokes, our fears, our dreams.
Our everything.
Pretty much.
Okay, so moving on to something a little more concrete.
Right.
OpenAI made a pretty big move this week.
Yeah, they did.
They made image generation free-for-all ChatGPT users.
Whoa!
Yeah. I mean, with the daily limit, of course.
Of course.
But still.
That's a big deal.
A huge deal.
Yeah, especially for people who don't want to pay for DALL-E or Midjourney.
Right.
Now everyone can play around with AI image generation.
And what was the immediate reaction like?
Oh, it was wild.
Really?
oWo AI reported a massive surge in creative output.
What do you mean?
Social media was flooded with AI-generated images,
Oh, wow.
especially in that Ghibli style that everyone seems to love.
Oh, yeah, I saw a ton of those.
It's like Ghibli mania.
Ghibli Mania, that's a good one.
And get this, Sam Altman said that 1 million new users signed up for ChatGPT in just 1 hour after the announcement.
1 million new users.
In 1 hour.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's not just a spike. That's
There.
like an earthquake.
It's like a tidal wave.
It shows you how hungry people are for these AI tools.
Yeah, people want to create.
And they want it to be easy.
Exact.
But with all these new users, there must be some challenges, right?
Oh, definitely.
Well,
For one thing, OpenAI's infrastructure is under a lot of pressure now.
yeah, that makes sense.
1 million new users in an hour. That's a lot of requests to process,
Yeah, their servers must be melting.
pretty much.
So this whole, making it free, It's part of a bigger trend, right?
You could say that.
This whole democratization of AI tools.
Making them available to everyone.
Right.
And it's not just OpenAI. Google's doing it too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Okay, cool.
But it's great that these tools are becoming more accessible.
Right. It means more people can benefit from them.
Right, more people can experiment and create.
Exactly.
But yeah, there are definitely some growing pains.
There always are.
All right, so speaking of OpenAI,
Yeah.
they also announced they're going to release their first open language model since GPT-2.
Oh, wow. That's a big deal.
Right. So why do you think they're making this shift towards a more open approach?
Well, according to oWo AI, it seems like they want to encourage more collaboration and innovation in the AI community.
Okay.
By making their model open, they're basically inviting researchers and developers to poke around, find ways to improve it and build on it, maybe even come up with applications that OpenAI hasn't even thought of.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's also an acknowledgement of the amazing progress that's happening in the open source AI world.
Yeah, there's so much happening outside of the big companies.
Right, it's like a whole other ecosystem.
And it's thriving.
Absolutely.
So it's smart of OpenAI to tap into that.
Definitely.
It's like recognizing that they don't have a monopoly on good ideas.
Yeah, and that the collective intelligence of the open source community can be really powerful.
It's like open sourcing is a way to accelerate progress.
That's a good way to put it.
And I think it could benefit everyone.
I agree.
OpenAI gets valuable feedback and contributions,
Mhm.
and the wider AI community gets access to cutting-edge technology.
It's a win-win.
It really is.
Hopefully it leads to some exciting breakthroughs.
Okay, so staying with OpenAI for a moment,
Right?
they also quietly launched this thing called OpenAI Academy.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's like this educational platform.
Uh-huh.
And it seems pretty important, to make sure that people can actually use these increasingly powerful AI tools.
Right. It's not enough to just give people the tools.
You got to show them how to use them.
Exactly.
So what kind of resources does OpenAI Academy offer?
Well, from what I've seen, they're really focused on practical applications.
Okay.
Like they had sessions on how to automate the creation of knowledge graphs using AI.
Interesting.
And they've also been exploring how AI can be used by nonprofit organizations.
That's really cool.
It's all about empowering people with the knowledge to actually use AI in their own fields.
Yeah, I think that's crucial. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives,
Right.
we need to make sure everyone's on board.
And that they understand how to use it responsibly.
Exactly.
And ethically.
Right.
OpenAI Academy is a good step in that direction.
It is.
It's like a bridge between the technology and the people who will be using it.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
I try.
Okay, so let's switch gears a bit.
Okay.
Talk about a different kind of advancement,
Mm.
a competition in AI reasoning.
Oh, yeah.
So reportedly, this Chinese AI model called Ernie 4.5, Ernie 4.5 defeated GPT 4.5 in a chess match.
Oh, wow.
And not just defeated it, like totally destroyed it.
Like a clean sweep.
A clean sweep 3-0.
Impressive.
So what do you think this tells us about the state of AI capabilities globally?
I think it's a clear sign that the AI landscape is changing. For a long time, the U.S. has been seen as the leader in AI research.
Right, Silicon Valley and all that.
Exactly. But this win by Ernie 4.5 shows that other countries are catching up.
Yeah, China's investing heavily in AI.
They are.
And they're making some serious progress.
Definitely.
And it's not just China either.
Right.
We're seeing innovation in AI happening all over the world,
Yeah, it's a global phenomenon now.
which is really exciting.
It is.
It means we're getting diverse perspectives and approaches to AI development,
Uh-huh.
which can only lead to good things.
Right. More innovation, more breakthroughs.
Exactly.
So yeah, this Ernie 4.5 victory,
Mm-hmm.
it's a wake-up call.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, like, hey, the AI game is on.
And everyone's invited to play.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of global players,
Yeah,
Google also made a big splash this week.
they tend to do that.
They do.
They like to make a splash.
They made Gemini 2.5 free for everyone to use.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about Gemini 2.5. Okay, so one of the most impressive things about Gemini 2.5 is its massive context window.
Yeah, okay.
It can handle 1 million tokens.
1 million.
Yeah, that's like 1,000 times bigger than most other AI models.
Wow.
So to put that in perspective, a token is basically like a word.
Oh.
So most AI models can only process a few thousand words at a time.
Mm.
But Gemini 2.5 can analyze and understand like entire books or massive code bases.
That's insane.
It's a game changer, especially for developers.
Yeah, how so?
Well, imagine you're working on a huge coding project.
Uh-huh.
With Gemini 2.5, you can feed it a huge chunk of your code.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And it can help you find bugs, suggest improvements.
Oh, wow.
It's like having an AI pair programmer that's actually smart.
Yeah, that's
It's
amazing.
one of the things that makes Gemini 2.5 so powerful.
Okay, so Google's really putting a powerful tool in the hands of everyday users.
They are.
And that's really cool.
It is.
It's part of this whole democratization thing we were talking about, making AI accessible to everyone.
And it's not just Gemini 2.5.
Yeah.
They also updated Notebook LM.
Oh, yeah, that AI-powered research tool.
Exactly.
With that.
So they added this really cool feature called Discover Sources.
Oh.
It's designed to make research way easier.
Easier.
Well, instead of having to manually search for relevant papers or articles, you can just describe the topic you're interested in to Notebook LM.
And it does the searching for you.
Yeah, it uses AI to find the most relevant sources.
That's amazing.
It's like having an AI research assistant.
Wow.
It can save you a ton of time and effort.
Especially for academics and journalists and anyone who does a lot of research.
Definitely.
So Google's really trying to make research more efficient.
They are.
With the help of AI.
Which is great because research can be so time-consuming.
It can be a real slog.
So any tool that can help streamline the process is welcome.
Absolutely.
And oWo AI also mentioned that Notebook LM is now better at understanding PDFs, which is huge for researchers who rely on those.
Yeah, PDFs can be a real pain to work with.
They can.
So it's great that Notebook LM is becoming even more powerful.
It's a valuable tool for anyone who works with information.
All right, so Google's not just focused on research, though. They also integrated their Imagine 3 AI system into Google Slides.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Right, so what does that mean for people who are creating presentations?
It means they can now easily add AI-generated images to their slides.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you're working on your presentation and you need a specific image. Instead of having to search for it online or create it yourself, you could just use Imagine 3 to generate it right there in Google Slides.
That's so convenient.
It is.
And it opens up a lot of creative possibilities.
Definitely.
Even if you're not a designer.
Right. You can still create professional-looking visuals.
So it's another example of AI democratizing creative tools.
Yeah, it is.
Making them available to everyone.
And making presentations more engaging.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a good visual?
Everyone loves a good visual.
Okay, so let's shift gears again and talk about Amazon.
Okay.
They're getting into the AI agent game now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with their new platform called NovaAct.
NovaAct.
And this is a pretty hot space right now.
It is.
Lots of companies are trying to build the best AI agent. So what makes NovaAct stand out?
Well, it has all the usual features you'd expect.
Like what?
Like chat and image generation. But the really cool thing is its ACT functionality.
ACT?
Yeah. It basically lets the AI agent interact with websites and apps on your behalf.
Wow.
It's like having an AI that can not only answer your questions, but actually do things for you.
That's crazy.
Like imagine you want to book a flight. You could just tell NovaAct where you want to go and when.
Okay.
And it would handle everything.
Like finding the best flights, comparing prices, booking the tickets.
Exactly. All without you having to do anything.
That's amazing.
It's the future of AI assistance.
Yeah, it's going way beyond just providing information.
Right. It's about completing tasks, automating things.
So it's like a real personal assistant.
Yeah, a really smart one.
So Amazon's clearly serious about this AI agent thing.
They are.
They're coming in strong.
With some innovative features.
All right, so another company that's making waves in the AI agent world is Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, the company that makes that R1 device.
Exactly.
I've heard good things about that.
So they introduced their own AI agent.
It's
called the RabbitOS Intern.
The Intern.
Yeah, interesting name.
It is.
And what's really interesting is that this agent, it works independently of the R1 device.
Oh, so it's not tied to specific hardware.
It's not.
That's smart.
Yeah. So the idea is to create this AI assistant that can learn your preferences and workflows and then just proactively help you with tasks.
Okay.
No matter what device you're using.
Just like always there in the background.
Yeah, like a little AI helper that's always watching over you.
Kind of creepy, but also kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
But hey, they're offering a free trial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can try it out and see if it's actually helpful.
I might have to check that out.
I think I will too.
Okay, so let's talk about a big business deal that went down this week.
Okay.
XAI acquired the social media platform X.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah?
For a cool $33 billion.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
So why would XAI spend so much on a social media platform?
Well, the main reason is the data.
The data.
X has a massive amount of data.
Uh-huh.
Real-time data about what people are talking about, what they're interested in.
Yeah, that's valuable for training AI models.
Extremely valuable.
Like gold.
Like digital gold.
So XAI now has access to this treasure trove of data.
They do.
Which they can use to train their AI algorithms.
Make them smarter, more accurate.
Exactly.
But it's not just about the data.
Right.
Owning X also gives XAI a platform to deploy their AI technologies.
Yeah, they can integrate their AI right into the platform.
Right, and potentially create some really cool new features.
Imagine an AI-powered newsfeed that's personalized to your interests.
Or an AI assistant that helps you write better tweets.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so this acquisition is a big deal.
It is.
It could change the landscape of both AI and social media. All right, so moving on to Apple.
Okay.
They expanded their global AI intelligence features.
Oh, yeah?
They added support for more languages,
Okay.
French, German, and Spanish.
That's great for international users.
It is.
It makes Apple's AI more accessible to a wider audience.
And they also integrated these AI features into their new Apple Vision Pro headset.
Oh, wow. The one with the augmented reality features.
Exactly.
That's really interesting.
It is.
Shows that Apple is serious about AI and that they're integrating it into all their products.
Not just their software, but their hardware, too.
Yeah, it's a holistic approach.
All right, so let's talk about Adobe now.
Okay.
They made some big moves in the creative AI space.
Oh, yeah. Adobe's always pushing the boundaries.
They added a generate video feature to Adobe Firefly.
Wow. Yeah, you can now create full HD videos from text prompts or reference images.
That's insane.
It is.
It's like magic.
It kind of is.
So you can just type in a description of what you want to see, or you can give it a still image.
And it'll turn it into a video.
Yeah, a full 1080p video.
That's amazing.
It opens up so many possibilities for filmmakers, marketers, content creators.
Yeah, it really does.
And Adobe is really emphasizing responsible AI development with this feature.
Okay, how so?
Well, they're making sure that the AI is trained on ethically sourced data.
Okay.
And that the generated content is safe for commercial use.
That's important.
It is, especially for professionals.
Yeah, they need to know that they can use these tools without running into legal issues.
Exactly.
So Adobe's really trying to strike a balance between innovation and responsibility. And they also added an AI video extension feature to Premiere Pro.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
So what does that do?
It lets you extend existing video clips using AI.
So let's say you have a shot that's a little too short. Instead of having to reshoot or find a similar clip,
Right.
you can just use this AI feature to seamlessly extend the footage.
Wow.
It's a huge time saver for video editors.
It is.
And it opens up new creative possibilities.
Yeah, you can really play around with time and pacing.
Exactly.
So AI is becoming an essential part of the video editing process.
It is.
And it's only going to get more powerful.
Okay, so another company that's doing some really cool stuff with AI video generation is Runway.
Runway, yeah.
They just released their Gen 4 model.
Gen 4.
And it's a big step up from their previous models.
Okay, how so?
Well, the quality of the generated video is much better.
Like, how much better?
It's getting closer and closer to the quality of traditionally filmed video.
Wow.
The motion is more natural. The visual consistency is much improved.
So it's getting harder to tell the difference between AI-generated video and real video.
It is.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
And a little scary.
Maybe a little.
But mostly amazing.
Yeah. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so we also saw the emergence of a new player in the AI video generation space this week.
Oh, who's that?
It's called Higgsfield AI.
Higgsfield AI.
Okay. And they're making some pretty bold claims.
Like what?
They say they can generate cinematic quality video and special effects from a single image.
From a single image.
That's ambitious.
It is very ambitious.
So imagine you have a still photo. And you want to turn it into a video with like slow motion effects or dramatic camera movements. Higgsfield AI says they can do that.
That would be incredible.
It would.
If they can actually pull it off.
Yeah, that's the big question.
It's still early days.
But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Definitely.
And speaking of competition in the AI video space, Luma AI also released some updates this week that give users more control over camera motion.
So they're kind of going head-to-head with Higgsfield AI in this specific area.
It's like an AI camera movement arms race.
It kind of is.
Which is great for users.
Right, more choices, more innovation.
Exactly.
And it's pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI video generation.
All right, so another company that made some big updates this week is Korea AI.
Korea AI.
You know, the platform that lets you create and edit images using AI?
Yeah.
So they added a bunch of new features,
Cool.
including a new 3D tool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is that you can now edit images using natural language.
Like ChatGPT.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It is.
So you can just describe the changes you want to make,
Uh-huh.
and the AI will do it for you.
Yeah, it's like having an AI Photoshop expert at your fingertips.
That's a good way to put it.
So Korea AI is becoming even more powerful.
And more user-friendly.
Exactly.
Which is great, because not everyone is a Photoshop wizard.
All right, so let's talk about Meta now.
Okay.
They had a big AI announcement this week.
What was it?
They launched Llama 4.
Llama 4.
It's a new suite of multimodal AI models.
Well-timed.
Yeah, that means they can handle different types of data.
Like text and images.
Exactly.
That's pretty advanced.
It is.
So tell me more about these Llama 4 models.
Okay, so there are two main models.
Okay.
Llama 4 Scout and Llama 4 Maverick.
Scout and Maverick.
Yeah, like the Top Gun pilots.
I get it.
So Llama 4 Scout is designed for efficiency.
Okay.
It has 17 billion active parameters.
Okay.
And a massive 10 million token context window.
Wow, that's huge.
It is.
So what's that good for?
Well, it's really good for tasks that involve a lot of text.
Like what?
Like summarizing multiple research papers or reasoning across large code bases.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it can handle a lot of information at once.
That's impressive.
And then there's Llama 4 Maverick.
A Maverick.
It's the more powerful model.
Okay, how so?
It uses a mixture of experts architecture.
Mixture of experts.
Yeah, it's basically like having a team of AI specialists.
Interesting.
Each expert is trained on a different type of task.
So they can work together to solve more complex problems?
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
So what can Maverick do?
Well, it can do all sorts of things.
Like what?
It can process multiple languages, it can write code, it can reason, it can analyze images.
Wow. It's a real multitasker.
It is.
A true jack of all trades.
And Meta also teased an upcoming model called Llama 4 Behemoth.
Behemoth.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
They're going all out.
And they're holding an event called LlamaCon to showcase all their new AI stuff.
LlamaCon.
Yeah, it's like Comic-Con for AI.
Love it.
So Meta's clearly making a big push in the open AI space.
They are.
And they're not afraid to compete with the big boys.
Like Google and OpenAI.
Exactly.
And they're doing it with a focus on open source.
Right.
Which is great for the AI community.
But there are some licensing restrictions with Llama 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, large enterprises and companies in the EU can't use it freely.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's probably a strategic move.
Yeah, maybe they don't want their competitors to benefit from their technology.
Yeah. Or maybe they're worried about regulatory issues in the EU.
Could be,
It's hard to say for sure.
but it's definitely something to keep in mind.
Okay, so Meta also showed off a really cool research project.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Mocha.
Voca.
And it's all about creating realistic talking characters for movies using AI.
So like animated characters that can speak and move naturally.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It is.
And how realistic are we talking?
Well, the visual fidelity is really impressive.
Like almost indistinguishable from real actors.
Almost.
Okay, so what's the catch?
The catch is that they're still working on perfecting the lip sync.
Oh, lip sync. That's always tricky.
It is.
It's hard to get it perfectly right.
But they're getting closer.
And when they do, it's going to revolutionize animation.
Yeah, it's going to save filmmakers a ton of time and money.
And it's going to open up new creative possibilities.
Okay, so another big development in the AI art world,
Right.
Midjourney, is getting ready to release version 7 of their image generation tool. And the AI community is buzzing with anticipation.
Okay.
And there are rumors that they've been upgrading their servers.
Really?
Yeah, which suggests that version 7 is going to be a major upgrade.
Maybe higher resolution images?
It may be.
Or more complex compositions?
Or maybe both.
It's exciting.
It is.
Midjourney keeps pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI art.
All right, so another company that's making waves in the voice AI space is 11 Labs.
11 Labs, yeah, I know them.
They're the ones with that amazing voice cloning technology.
It's incredible.
It really is.
Like you can clone anyone's voice.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
But also very cool.
So they introduced a new feature called Personalized Actor Mode.
Personalized actor.